I'm so excited that I get to interview our special guest. Her name is Hina Patel. She loves computer science and worked as a software developer before moving up into many different manager positions at Cisco. This year, she became the director of sales operations at the company, so she knows a lot about what it takes to lead. Cisco is a very important company when it comes to keeping the world connected. They make many technologies, and everyone watching today has probably used some of their technology at home or school. Hina is part of the large group of people helping to lead the many teams at Cisco and is a huge inspiration for women who want to work in the areas of computer science and technology. I know you can't wait to hear from Hina, so let's get going. Hina, thanks so much for coming to speak with us today. In the early years of your career in computer science, the internet was really starting to gain traction as part of everyday life. Can you explain what made you want to go into computer science at that time and what challenges you faced?
Sure. Actually, it's a funny story. So when I was growing up, my father, I guess he must have had some kind of a sense that this was the right path for me. We bought the first personal computer that came out. It was an IBM computer way back in the day. And you can see it in the Computer History Museum if you go there in Mountain View. And it was pretty expensive for those times, and we didn't have a lot of money growing up, and my dad used to work 2 jobs and all that good stuff. But he bought that computer for us when I was in high school, and I started tinkering with it and learning about what you could do. And I think I just got fascinated by the fact that I could make something do something that I wanted it to do by learning the different programming languages. And so he was on the right path from that perspective. And when it came time to go on to college, I knew that was always in my cards. I stayed pretty local. I went to San Jose State here in the Bay Area. And they were just starting, actually, the computer science programs. And he said, I didn't know where to go. I was a little bit not sure if I wanted to do interior designing or not. So he suggested, given him seeing me with the computer and everything, he said, why don't you try this computer science engineering class that they're offering at State. So I went ahead and did that and started there. But I have to say, it wasn't easy. Definitely a struggle. It was super hard. I remember thinking after the first year that I was going to quit. I said, this is way too hard for me. I can't do this. But instead of quitting, I my pace down a little bit in what I wanted to achieve and got through the program. And over the years, I realized that I actually was able to infuse my sort of design skills or design passion into what I do with software engineering. So you can make software look and feel as you wish. And so that was like my canvas. I started thinking about any software that I was building as like a brand new canvas for me. So it was that was my journey with respect to how I came about with computer science, and really over the years you never know where your journey is going to take you, but I have sort of felt that 2 things really stick out for me is the ability to, when you do software and you see people use your software, something that you built. To me, that was amazing, and I just felt so wonderful when I would see people using it and saying, and either having fun with it or finding it useful or having good feedback. Like, those things really made me want to do more. And also solving problems using technology. So how do you infuse technology into our everyday lives and help to solve problems and make things better?
At GLAM, we learn that we can all be leaders, no matter what type of personality we have. What are some tips you can give us that can help us be more confident about our leadership ability?
For me, it's about, leadership is a privilege. It's not a right. And I would say that there were people around me who recognized that in me and helped to push and guide me in that direction. So throughout your career and throughout your, education and things like that, there will be people that you will come across. They will see something in you that you didn't think that you had. And I would say listen to them and try it. And, help and, help them help you in what you want to do. And, with leadership, it's the hard part is, what I've learned is it's not the technology. Knowing technology, having passion in technology, of course, that's wonderful, and that enables you to kind of think outside the box and do a lot of fun things. The hard part is really, understanding the team, the people, the environment, the company, and so on and so forth. And figuring out how do we work together to solve problems for people, for the world or what have you, and have a healthy and thriving team at the end of the day. So, solving problems and making things happen, running a business, wherever life takes you, it's all about a team sport. When it comes to leadership, it's something that I think in everything you do, you don't have to be a title as a manager or a title as a director. You portray that in everything that you do, one way or the other, with the team that you're with. It's about the influencing with each other.
What advice do you wish you had growing up?
Try to think, little Hina, what advice do I have? And I would say that don't hesitate to ask for help and advice. Seek out people you want to talk to, and reach out. Figure out a way to connect with them, or connect with somebody that knows them, or try something or what have you. But don't hesitate to ask for help. Don't stress when you hit roadblocks. It's a long life ahead of you, and it's not really a roadblock. It's an opportunity. But anytime when you think it's a roadblock, it's not. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to think differently, opportunity to try something different. And, it's not about the destination. It's always about the journey, right? And so I think growing up, if I was told more about the journey, not the destination, I could have probably experienced things a little bit differently and taken the time to really take in 100% of the experiences that I have around me, and not worried so much about that next destination or that next goal and worrying about the roadblocks. And finally, I will say, always ask questions, keep exploring. You probably have a wonderful creative mindset, and you are always right to ask the questions, understand why you want to do something, why it should be done.
How would you define a superpower, and what is yours?
So that's a tough one, because I feel that it's hard to figure out what's good about me, but from the perspective of what other people have said, I would say that a superpower is an integrated capability. So it's something that you have passion around, and it's unique, something unique that you bring to the table. Everybody, may be able to make an omelet, right? But maybe somebody has this unique passion as well as this unique way of bringing that omelet to life, and you always want to eat that person's omelet, right? So it's about infusing those types of unique qualities with passion that you bring to the table. And so for me, I would say in the world of, the corporate world and work, I would say that my superpower that I've been told is that I'm able to bring the best out of people, out of others, so help them to really focus on themselves, what they want to do, how they can do it in the environment that's been given, and how can I help to alleviate any roadblocks to help them achieve particular goals. And so, I love, helping others to see their potential, and I love to continue to find new ways of how do we connect as a people and as a group. Over the years, we've evolved in how we kind of work together, what are the different things that we could do, bring fun to the environment. And so it's really about bringing the best out of others in whatever we're trying to do.